All right, we should be good now. This is connected to the same Wi-Fi. Everything's fine. Not sure issues why we had this. We did a reboot, and apparently everything's good. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you are going to tune back in. It's been a good game. Rockets going to the power play here. So start of the second half. We got Dave, Riddell, McAllister out there. Puck is behind the net. Prince George has it. Kept in by Fogarty. Down low for McAllister. Hill looks to pick it up. Puck is cleared to the line and just past the lawn. The lawn goes back for it. The lawn behind the net. Right to Fogarty. Fogarty looking for McAllister, just past him, and puck comes out. Day has it. Shot by Lalonde, deflected, rebound sitting there. Puck goes back. And intercepted. Puck cleared, back to the Rocket zone. Fogarty has to go back for it. 57 seconds left in the penalty. Fogarty to Lalonde. Lalonde tries to go across ice, couldn't do it. Puck ends up in the corner. Lalonde. Over to Meekins. Meekins. As it crosses the line, Meekins walks in, makes a move, gets the puck knocked off his stick. Puck is fired down the ice. McCoggan plays it. Goes right to Pendray. Pendray. Over to Coverley. Coverley to Meekins. Meekins crosses the line. Meekins walks in, takes a shot, banks off a mooring, just goes wide of the net. Meekins looking for Pendray. Pendray takes a shot, deflected by Sinister, but covered up by Rhea. There's no drop frame, so everybody should be back and watching. All 5 of you that are watching now. I know we lost quite a bit of viewers. Apparently there was an issue. Not sure what it was, but it's fixed. Puck goes to the corner. Van Conant plays it, pressured by Scott. Van Conant falls, Scott has it, looking for Terrian. Terrian shot, and gloved by Rhea. The face-off still in the Prince George zone. So yeah, drop a comment in the comment section. We'll see if we can get it featured on the chat. Puck back to the line, Pendray. Puck gets deflected, Bester clears it, Coverley, and it's offside. So face off in the neutral zone. We will have fan of the game and fan of the week here tonight. It'll take a second to get it loaded since we're dealing with difficulties, but Roland takes a shot and saved by McCoggan. Puck in the Rocket zone. Puck cleared to Terrian. Terrian can't handle it cleanly. Smith skates onto it. Smith gets it over to Douglas. Douglas takes a shot off the crossbar. Out the other side. Unbelievable nice shot by Douglas. Puck goes deep. Fogarty turns it over. Goes right to Martin. or to Bester, I should say, to Hill. Hill takes a shot, saved by McCoggan. Bester gets it deep. Smith rims it around, looks for Fogarty. Van Conant bumps him. Down low, Roland. Turns it over, Fogarty's there. Puck comes out, shot wide of the net by Fraser. Hill looks to keep it in. To Bester, Fraser behind the net. Over to Bester. Bester goes to Hill. Hill has it stolen by Terrian. Terrian. Van Conant to Hill. Hill pressured. Still onside. Hill has it. Hill. To the corner. Williams. Smith. Lunty. Nugent. Lunty now has it. Lunty takes a shot. It goes wide. Hill takes a shot. Blockered away by McCoggan. Puck clear to the line. Hill takes the shot. Puck still in the Rocket zone. And puck is cleared down the ice. Saved by Rhea. Puck goes to Hill. Hill, stretch pass, gets dropped by Hogue, but he's gonna call a charging penalty. I don't know about that one, but that's the call. Face off to the left of McCoggan, right of McCoggan. We had to disable one of the cameras. Probably didn't need to, but we did. So we only got 2 cameras going right now. Face off to the right of McCoggan. Won by the Rockets. Puck cleared out and down the ice. Rhea plays it right to Lunty. Lunty off the boards, right to Fraser. Fraser over to Martin. Martin to Brown. Stolen by Day. Day just dumps it in. Lunty over to Martin. Martin gets hit by Day. Brown. It's going to be a boarding call to Day. Puck touched. And just like that, Rockets 5-on-3 now. Face off in the zone. It's going to be to the left of McCoggan. All right, Coach Carberley got the explanation. Scramble draw. Back to the boards. Puck out front. Shot by Fraser, saved by McCoggan, rebound, covered up. And face off to the left of McCoggan. Face off to the left of McCoggan. Puck by Prince George, back to Van Conant. Van Conant to Hill. Hill back to Van Conant. Van Conant shot, scores. So 5-on-3 power play goal for Prince George. So face-offs at center. Van Conant leaves it for Brown. Brown down to Van Conant. Back to Hunter. Hunter over to Hill. Hill takes a shot off the crossbar. Right into the feet of Simister. Simister chops at it. It gets out to the neutral zone. Hill goes back to Van Conant. Leaves it for Hunter. Hunter spins. Gets it over to Hill. Hill turns it over. McAllister and a race, and Simister joins in. Simister bumping Van Conant. Van Conant moves it right up to Brown. Brown pressured by McAllister. Leaves it for Van Conant. Van Conant. 50 seconds left in the penalty. Van Conant tries to make a move, almost intercepted by McAllister. Simister bumps Brown, and back to Lalonde. And Lalonde gets it, and he fires it. Intercepted by Brown on the clearing attempt. Brown stops up to keep it onside. Brown cuts in. The front, covered up by McCoggan. 2:41 to go here. 31 seconds left in the penalty. We will have fan of the game and fan of the week. Once again, Rockets got into some penalty trouble, which I forgot to go over the keys to victory, which we will go over after fan of the game and fan of the week, because this still applies for the third period. Back to the line. Lunty to the point, over to Williams. Williams goes down low. Right to Rowland. Back to Williams. Williams over to Lunty. Lunty takes a shot, saved by McCoggan, and Mooring fires it down the ice with 10 seconds left. Rhea plays it to Williams. Williams has it over to Bester. Penalty is now over. Day comes out of the box. Bester goes wide. Bester, pressure by Smith. Bester off the boards to Williams. Williams takes a shot to the front, deflected wide. Martin to Bester, shot, it goes wide of the net. Rowland gets bumped. Out front, Bester, shot, saved by McCoggan. Got cleared to Mooring. Mooring has Day with him. Mooring cuts in. Couldn't get past the last man. Throws in front to Day, shot, and saved by Rhea. Reactionary save. Face off to the right of Rhea. Scott tries to go forward. Kelly clears it to the line. Shot by Pendre, goes to the corner. Terrian picks it up, throws it to the front, just misses. Pendre drops down, keeps it in. Terrian missed it behind the net. It was cleared up by Kelly. Douglas and Terrian battle, just comes out. Coverly, far side over to Pendre. Pendre to Scott, dumps it in. Deflected, Hunter. Far side for Artemchuk. Still in, shot, what a save by McCoggan, rebound. Cleared to the corner. Kelly tries to keep it in, it comes out, cleared by Douglas. Flett, and we got a penalty coming up to Prince George for tripping. So just like that, Rockets are going back to the penalty, or power play. So we're going back to BC Sportswear power play. You need some corporate wear, team wear, hats, hoodies, toques. He does stickers too. Kyle Douglas, BC Sportswear. So Rockets down by 1. Rockets have it. McAllister behind the net. Back to Fogarty at the point. Fogarty to McAllister. Back to Fogarty. Fogarty just mishandled it. It comes out. Lalonde over to McAllister. McAllister to Day. Day gets bumped. The lawn's there, takes a shot. Van Conant gets bumped by Day. Hill turns it over to Riddell. Riddell can't get a shot off. Back to the point. Fogarty takes a shot deflected by Riddell to the corner. Van Conant can't clear. Fogarty keeps it in. He's pressured. Puck goes out. And buzzer goes. That's the end of the second period. So with that, we're going to go to Jeff McCoggan's fan of the game. So we look to the arenas, and fan of the game is Kim Fogarty, cheering for her favorite team, the Calgary Flames, with her megaphone. Kim Fogarty, fan of the game, compliments to Jeff McCoggan, BMO. You too can be fan of the game if you're caught at the rink wearing your favorite jersey by Jeff McCoggan. There she is, Kim Fogarty, fan of the game. So we also have a fan of the week this week. Kim Douglas, fan of the week. She tunes in all the time, leaving comments. Appreciate your support, Kim. Keep tuning in. I hope you're watching now. And now we're going to go back to the keys to victory because I didn't actually get those in. Don't allow second chance opportunities. Stay out of the box and drive the net. The box is killless. They've gotten 2 power play goals. So we've got to stay out of the box, drive the net for rebounds, and don't let them get their rebound attempts. So with that, Rockets head into the third period down by 1. Look to capitalize on the power play here and have it a tie game. Glad you're tuning in at 10:22 p.m. at nighttime. Well, it's a late one. Meekins poked it forward, but Hill skates onto it, chips it back to Meekins. Meekins gets it to Pendre. Pendre to Simister. Simister bumps it to Meekins, but it ends up in Hill's feet. Simister skates onto it. Puck to the middle. Mooring couldn't get there. Puck cleared out. Cubberly to Pendre. Pendre back to Cubberly. Cubberly looking for Pendre. Pendre scoops it in. Hill gives chase. Hill gets there. Puck to the corner. Hill has it. Intercepted now. Meekins throws it out front. Sinister's there. Oh, couldn't capitalize on it. Puck to the line. Pendre. Down over to Cubberly. Cubberly. Back to Pendre. Pendre. Pressured at the line. To Meekins. Pendre keeps it in. Puck goes deep. Puck skated out. That's Brown. Brown. Shot. It gets deflected wide. Cubberly in the corner. Bang pass right to Meekins. Meekins couldn't handle it. Martin gets it over to Hogue. Hogue walks in, takes a shot, saved by McCoggan. Hogue. Cubberly to McAllister. McAllister. 2-on-1. Meekins and Mooring. Meekins can't get it to Mooring. Puck behind the net. Van Conant rims it around right over to Williams. Williams over to Hogue. Hogue dumps it in. Lunty and Fogarty battle. Fogarty shoots it around. Riddell looking for McAllister. McAllister couldn't quite get around Van Conant. Day keeps it in, but Van Conant steals. All over to Lunty. Lunty gets hit by McAllister. Smith gets it to Fogarty. Fogarty back to Riddell. Riddell takes a shot, deflected over the net. Puck in the corner. Puck thrown out front. Puck in the far corner. Riddell back to the line to Smith. Smith down to the corner. Behind the net, Day in a battle. Ends up on Roland's stick. Roland to Hunter. Hunter to the front. Saved by McCoggan. Behind the nets, Hunter. Back to the line. Day skates onto it. Day walks in, leaves it for Douglas. Douglas looks for Day, just missed him. Puck back to Lalonde. Lalonde throws it. Puck's deflected to the corner. Therrien. Back to Konings. Konings back to Therrien. Therrien fans on the shot. Looking for Lalonde. Just missed him. Scott chips it down low. Martin goes back for it. 15:59 to go in the period. Williams. Stolen by Scott. Scott to Douglas. To Therrien. Therrien hands out his backhand. Couldn't get a shot off. Puck cleared to the line. Shot by Lalonde. Blocked. Rebound. Oh, just scoops over the net by Scott. Therrien behind the net. Martin looks to clear and does, and that's going to be icing. So face-off will go back into the Prince George zone. $15:30 to go in the period. 3-2 for Prince George. Puck picked off there by Ardemchuk. He gets angled out by Coverley. Pendre rims it around. Hoodless chips it out. Dumb back in. Behind the net. McCoggan leaves it for Coverley. Coverley up the boards. Fraser intercepts. Puck goes deep. Pendre up the boards to Hughes. Hughes can't handle it. Van Conant. And we got a penalty coming up for interference. So Rockets heading back to the power play. It's a BC Sportswear power play. Need some hats, hoodies, tubes, corporate wear, team wear. He does stickers too. Cal Douglas, BC Sportswear. Meekins on the draw with Mooring and Sinister. Meekins gets it back to Fogarty. Fogarty takes a shot. Sinister backhand shot saved by Rhea. Great attempt. Puck shot to the front. Smith skates into it. Throws it out front, intercepted by Prince George. Cleared to the line, kept in by Fogarty. Meekins. Meekins over to Mooring, shot, saved by Ray, a rebound. Face off to the left of Rhea. To the right of Rhea. Sinister skates onto a shot and glove save. Puck to the half-boards. Konings keeps it in. Goes down to Sinister. Sinister looked out front, couldn't find anybody. Lunty gets there and just fires it down. 1:25 to go in the penalty. Lalonde leaves it for Konings. Konings up to Meekins. Meekins to Lalonde. Lalonde right to Konings. Lalonde gets bumped. Lalonde. Fans on his pass. Puck is dumped in by Prince George. Konings Turns it over to Williams. Loses it. Now Lalonde to the corner. Koning skates onto it. Work the middle, right to Mooring. Mooring crosses the line, looking for Meekins. Sinister now skates onto it. Sinister pokes it to the front and covered up by Rhea. 13:22 to go. 25 seconds left in the penalty. Puck goes to the corner. Van Conant has it. Van Conant, pressured by McAllister. Van Conant, and down the ice it goes. McCoggan plays it. Leaves it for Coverley. Coverley to Pendray. Pendray. Biden hooks. Pendray looking for Day. Day over to Coverley. Coverley tried a cross ice pass. It's intercepted. Bro. Day up to Riddell. Riddell couldn't handle it cleanly. Puck comes out. Back to the line. Williams. Over to Van Conant. And down the ice it goes. Deflected, so no icing as the penalty is over. Hunter. Down low. Shot saved by McCoggan. Pendray. Over to McAllister. McAllister chips it out. Van Conant fans on it, but manages to regroup and fires it down the ice. Fogarty turns it over. Hogue. Day is there. Day looking for Terrian. Puck is cleared back in by Prince George. Fogarty shoots it around. Terrian can't handle it cleanly. Puck does come out. Fired back in by Prince George. Intercepted by Fogarty. Fogarty looking for Douglas. Puck in the neutral zone. Fogarty can't handle it. Terrian's there. Smith to Scott. Back to the line. Shot wide of the net. Hunter to the front. Shot by Rowland. Save. Fogarty under pressure. Can't seem to clear. Now goes to the half boards. Douglas gets it past Kelly. Flett is there. To Hunter. Hunter. Scott pressures him, but Bester gets it in, not deep. Alon looking for Hoodless. Hoodless couldn't handle it cleanly. Hoodless looks cross ice for Hughes. Hughes missed it. So did Nugent. Picked up by Bester. Bester to Rowland. Hill over to Van Conant. Konings pokes it forward. Van Conant. Brown skates it up. Brown pressure by Lalonde, knocked down. Konings over to Hughes. Hughes and Nugent still on the boards. Lalonde. Brown tries to get it up front. He can't. Konings looks to clear, deflects off a Hill, so no icing. Puck goes back. Van Conant goes to pick it up. Looking for Bro. Ends up in the Rocket zone. Pendray around. Brown deflects it back to Van Conant. He overskates it. He just shoots it back in. McCoggan leaves it for Pendray. Pendray to Sinister. Sinister forced to regroup. Goes behind his net. Cross ice to Coverley. Coverley bumps up to Meekins. 2-on-1. Meekins loses the puck. Hill skates onto it. Burrow dumps it in. Hill behind the net, battling Coverley. Pendre under pressure by Hill. Battle in the corner. Simister to Mooring. Simister leaves it for Mooring. Mooring dumps it in. Buck down low. McAllister pokes at it. Martin plays it over to Williams. Williams skates into Williams. Puck goes deep. Martin to Williams. Williams tries to clear, kept in by Riddell. Riddell dumps it in deep. Williams again. Pressured by Day. Up the boards. Kept in, just hopped over Smith's stick at the line. Smith tried to regroup. 2-on-1, shot wide of the net. McAllister looking for Riddell, just missed him. And that's going to be icing, so face-off's going to go back into the Rocket zone. 7:39 to go in the period. Face off on the near side here. Shot deflected. Alon to Terrian. Terrian can't clear. Terrian kicks at it. Terrian comes up with the puck. Terrian has it, dumps it in. Terrian with some speed goes after against Williams. Williams gets there first. Gets it up the boards. Douglas is there, keeps it in. Puck comes to the front, Martin. Right over here to Glennon. Glennon takes a shot, pad saved by McCoggan. Puck cleared. Hunter puts it deep. Lalonde goes back for it, pressure by Glennon. Puck comes out to Hunter. Hunter shot blocked. Puck sitting there, McCoggan covers up. Artemchuk battling. So Scott and Artemchuk both getting penalties here for roughing. So 6:43 to go. Coincidental penalties. Shots 38-21 for Prince George. Henry to Coverley, to Mooring, to Meekins, 2-on-1 with Simister. Meekins walks in, takes a shot, scores! Weston Meekins top corner, 3-3 with 6:37 to go. Third period, we have a tie game. And just like that, it's a whole new game. Meekins on the draw. Puck ends up a Pendre stick. Simister chops at it. It goes in. And Conant goes back for it. Puck cleared to the line and out. Puck shot around to Simister. Simister pokes it out to Mooring. Mooring to Meekins. Meekins to Mooring. Van Conant cuts that off. To the line. Pendre keeps it in. Simister goes deep, pressuring Hill. Or Van Conant, I should say. Puck comes out front, goes right to Roland. Pendre Throws it up the middle. It's intercepted. Puck is cleared. Pendray. Hill intercepts. Goes to Bester. Bester crosses the line. Fogarty looking for Riddell on the stretch, but puck was intercepted by Van Conant. Van Conant. Fogarty. Over to Pendray. Pendray. Up the middle. Back to Pendray. Looking for McAllister. Back at the blue line, Hill. Goes cross ice, goes right to Fogarty. Fogarty looks for Pendray. It's in his feet. Pendray plays it. Roland. Down low, Roland takes a shot. It's blocked. Puck cleared up the half boards, right to McAllister. McAllister looking for Day. Missed him. Puck is cleared off the glass. Back into the Rocket zone. Pendray rims it around. Hits the boards, weird bounce. Shot high over the net by Roland. Puck cleared out, McAllister picks it up. McAllister fires a shot high into the glove of Rhea. So face-off will be back inside the Cougars zone. Rockets win the draw. Goes back to Smith, looking for Konings. Ends up in the feet of Hoodless. Hoodless just fires it in. Puck goes deep. Martin to the line. Smith takes a shot. It's blocked. Hughes gets it deep. Down low, Williams. Pressure by Nugent. Puck comes out front. Rhea makes a save. Hughes throws it out front. Puck deflected by the Rockets, but Prince George still has possession. Williams leaves it for Lunty. Lunty walks in. Lunty throws it out front. Puck sitting there. To the side net, McCoggan makes the save, plays it. Konings clears it to the half boards. Hoodless can't get there. Puck kept in by Williams. Lunty tries to cut to the middle on the seam. Knocked off his stick. Hoodless clears it. Williams plays it over to Martin. Martin clears it. Hogue still has it. Hogue. Shot saved by McCoggan. Konings plays it to the corner. Scott is in there with Smith in a battle. Prince George comes up with it. Hunter behind the net. Puck cleared out to Hoodless. Hoodless clears it. And Williams off the glass. Koning swats it out. Puck dumped back in. Hits Scott's stick. Turned over. Shot wide of the net. Konings clears to the line. Williams takes a shot. Saved by McCoggan. Smith can't clear. Hoodless has it. Fires it down. Deflected by Prince George. So no icing. 2:42 to go. Martin plays over to Williams. Scott is there. Williams, pressured by Terrian. Puck cleared up, 2:27 to go. Hogue almost had it stolen by Scott, but still has it. To the middle. Mooring tries to poke it out, intercepted by Van Conant. Scott. Scott again. Right to Hill. Hill with a couple of moves. Hill still has it. Pendray steps up, pokes it off his stick. Hill backhands it. Pendray's there. Pendray to Mooring. Mooring. Back pass, nobody there. Picked up. Hill. Cross ice. Puck blocked, shot blocked, puck thrown out front. Pendray chips it, can't get it past Hill. Puck's deflected by Meekins. Shot wide of the net. Puck sitting there, rebound, scores! On a bad turnover. 4-3, Prince George, 1:27 to go. Bad break, went right to Art Emchuk. Akshemtuk. I always get that one wrong. So 1:27 to go. Rockets down by 1. Rockets getting outshot 43-23. Fogarty chops it up. Puck is cleared back in. Fogarty behind the net. Up the boards to McAllister. McAllister puts it back deep for Fogarty. Fogarty avoids a hit. Up to Riddell. Riddell to McAllister. McAllister takes a shot. Pad save. Puck to the corner. Hill. Rockets have it. Puck's behind the net. McAllister can't play it. Van Conant pins it on the boards. Day in the corner. Back to Fogarty at the line. Fogarty takes a shot over the glove of Rhea. Puck to the corner. Van Conant can't clear. He's pinning it. Battle on the half boards. Sinister. Back to Lalonde. Lalonde takes a shot. Gloved by Rhea. Face off will be to the right. So Rockets call a timeout. 5.2 seconds left. There should be 6.1. 5.2 left. All right, face off to the right of Rhea. Shot, rebound, puck sitting there. And that's the end of the game. Somebody's getting a penalty here for Rockets for unsportsmanlike. Fogarty's getting a penalty. 10-minute misconduct for unsportsmanlike conduct. So that's the end of the first game, 4-3 final. Not the result the Rockets were looking for, but that is it. So we will stay tuned for player of the game presentations. Player of the game for the Rockets is number 14, Nash Riddell. He had a great game. Congratulations, Nash. And Rowland. That's Hudson Rowland for Prince George. So once again, folks, tune in tomorrow. Hopefully you have better connections here